So a few weeks, got a tough meeting with somebody I've been mentoring for a few years. This is a person that runs a good-sized business, but nothing's really changed with him the last 4 years. And every time he's ever committed to any number, nothing's become a reality. It's just no one believes the words that comes out of his mouth. So he sits down with me and he is going through stuff, and I'm talking to him and asking him questions. His wife is also sitting because they run the business. And at one point, he asked me a question. He says, "It doesn't sound like you believe in me anymore." I said, "Believe in you?" He says, "Yes, it doesn't sound like you believe in me anymore." I said, "Let me explain the difference between believing in you and what I'm about to tell you. I absolutely believe in you. I've believed in you since you were doing nothing in the business. And you were very small and afraid and insecure and doubted yourself. I've always believed in you." I said, "I just don't believe you anymore." He says, "What do you mean?" I said, "You see, believing in something or someone is the possibility of them one day being great or one day doing something big for themselves, right? That's believing in you. But believing you means I know when you say you're gonna do something, 8 out of 10 times it's gonna get done. And I don't believe you. Because 0 out of 10 times it gets done. Whatever you say, it just doesn't get done. Because your word no longer has any weight, and you have accepted making commitments and not keeping them. And you're in the business world, you don't have to keep your word to anybody. So why would I mentor you? The conversation led to, why would I mentor you? Why would I sit down with you the last 4 or 5 times we've sat down? I don't need money for the person to come say, "Oh my gosh, Patrick, you're such a great leader." I don't need that I don't need that words from me, but I'm just really wanting you to know that I don't believe you anymore. And why is that? And, his wife got emotional and she started saying stuff, and they defend. I said, "Look, there's no more defending each other with this. I understand you're married. You guys can defend each other all you want. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. I'm not trying to get anything from you. I'm just telling you, I don't believe a single word that comes out of your mouth. I think when it comes down to the business world, I think you guys are just BSing everybody." And so you listen to this message and you're like, "Well, Pat, what does that have to do with me?" So 3 days ago in Cancun, we're doing a leadership meeting. And I asked everybody, had a few hundred people here in Cancun. We flew them out. I'm staying at this nice hotel, Ziva. Good times, phenomenal times. We got both angles, view, both beaches. We got a few hundred people here. But I was having a meeting with our guys 3 days ago. And I said, "I want you to take out a paper and pen or your iPads, notes. I want you to make a list of people outside of your business. Make a list of people that you believe when they say they're going to do something, they do it. Make a list of them." So everybody's like looking. I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Look, you want to get something done. You want to get something done and you need somebody reliable. Who would you call to get that job done?" So they start making a list. Okay. Half the room couldn't come up with 5 names. They couldn't come up with 5 names. They're like, "Man, I don't know. I don't know who I could." I said, now go to your business. Who in your business that you work with? Staff, assistant, executive, salesperson. It doesn't matter. Make a list of the 5 people that when they tell you they're going to do something, they're going to do whatever they can to come through. And they started writing names. And they said, "Okay, this person, that person, this person." And then in the room, it's all the leaders, a few hundred of them. I said, "Why don't you guys make a list of people in this room who you believe when they make a commitment? Who do you believe here?" And everybody started looking around and they made the list. Now, obviously, I didn't ask them to say the names, but a lot of them texted to me, right? I said, "Make the list." And they made the list. I said, "Okay, what does that make you think when you make that list? The one with your family and friends, people outside of your business, then a list of 5 people that you can count on, then a list of 5 people that you're working with that are not working directly with you. They're your, coworkers, your peers, your, colleagues that you're working with. How's it feel with the list that you have?" "I don't know." So how many of you guys think you're on other people's list? "What do you mean?" "There's a lot of strong leaders in that room that I know for a fact are on a lot of people's list." So how many of you guys are okay that, others don't fully know if they can rely on your word to come through? How do you feel about that? Oh, not good. How do you feel about the fact that you're on a list that people can rely on? Good. How do you feel about the fact that you have those 5 names you wrote on a sheet of paper? How do you feel about them? Very good. So life is about being a person that can be counted on, and life is about being a person with higher volume of people that you can count on. Because if you have a bigger block of people that you can count on, you can do a bigger mission. And if you're on the list of people, more people who you're on their block of people who believe that they can get something done, you're on that list, that's also a lot of credibility, because investment comes up, opportunity comes up, you're one of the first people that gets a call. It's not just a problem you got to solve, it's opportunities that can be like, listen, man, we're thinking about doing this, and it's a quick opportunity to do this. Do you want to be part of it? Yeah, put me down. Great. All we thought about was your name. Here's what, the other day I got a call from a company that just got valued at $180 million. I believe in the product, great product. They made a phone call. Hey, we know you through XYZ. And I was one of the guys that got into the deal with a lot of A-listers. I got into the list. Why? Because they call. There's a name. There's a reputation. This guy can get it done. You can call this guy. He can do XYZ. You want to be, by the way, there was a time I wasn't on this list. There was a time nobody called me. So this isn't like me talking at you as if, oh my gosh, I know it all and I'm on. No, this is at one point I wasn't and I wanted to be. This is at, if you notice the last couple weeks messages, if you didn't listen to last week's message, the most difficult video you'll ever watch. If you ever want, I'm gonna put the link over here. You need to go watch that as well because it's very close to this one. Moral of the story, it's difference between believing in people and believing people, and you having a block of business of people that you can count on when they come through because their credibility score is very high, and you being on many people's list of people that they can count on you, because this is not just a business thing. This is family, this is relationship, this is friendship, this is kids, this is investors, this is board, this is a lot of different things that you're working with when people can count on you. And eventually, you'll have a Rolodex of people that if you one day want to do something very, very big, I'm not talking some small, if one day you want to do something very, very big, you're on many great lists and many people have access to you and you have access to a lot of people to say, hey guys, here's what I'm thinking about doing. What do you guys think? And they're willing to take your call and they're willing to call you and support you because your block of contacts of people you believe in and block of contacts of people that you believe is so big that you can go do something very big for yourself. That has to be a mindset of a long-term thinker. That's not a year from now, 2 years from now. That's 10 years from now, 20 years from now. But most people don't think like long-term. Again, if you didn't watch last week's video, the most difficult video to watch, click here to watch that video. And once you watch this video, I want to hear your thoughts on what you picked up from this video. Comment below. And again, have a killer week this week, everybody. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.